Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is ReNDoG coming at you from episode 5 of this Let's Play Hearthstone series. In the previous episode, we managed to defeat the hunter Rexar, and in this episode, guys, we are going to be trying to achieve first blood by taking on our very first human opponent. I've also made some tweaks to our deck, and I've got some awesome new cards to show you guys. So sit back and relax, my cyber diggity dogs. Let's play some Hearthstone, man. Now, guys, I've spent a little bit of time in the My Collection area of this game, and I have realized something. As we defeat these different heroes in the practice mode of this game, we are unlocking different classes of heroes that we can use in our decks. So basically, all of the classes that we are trying to unlock, so like the mage, which we've unlocked already, the hunter, the paladin, etc., they all have class-specific cards assigned to them. So for example, if we want to use a mage, which is our current deck that we used in the previous episode, we get access to these spells over here: arcane missiles, arcane explosions, and you can see they have a sort of blue border over here. Now, I have made another deck using cards from the hunter set, and we have access to this hunter set because we defeated the hunter in the previous episode, and that means we get access to quite a few really awesome cards that we saw Rexar using in the previous episode. We also still have access to the creatures that we had in our previous deck. So what I've tried to do over here, guys, is use the hunter spells over the mage's spells, and I've made a new deck called the CyberDog Hunters. Now, I actually really like the hunter spells because I think they're a little bit more efficient than the mage spells. If we have a quick look at the spells that we've got an arcane shot, which just deals 2 damage to anything, so that's a pretty good spell. We have this awesome spell called Tracking, which reads, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, draw 1 and discard the others. This is a great card, allowing us to dig into our deck for the cards that we need in whatever situation we're in. We also have a card called Multi-Shot, which deals 3 damage to 2 random enemy minions, and if this is a really good spell because if there are 2 minions on the other side of on the enemy side of the battlefield, that means that the random element of this spell is overrun and 3 damage will be dealt to both of those minions on the battlefield. So we want to try and set this card up so that we have 2 targets on the other side of the battlefield for us. And then we also get this amazing card over here. This is a Houndmaster, and this gives a friendly beast +2/+2 and taunt, which is pretty awesome. Now, in the previous episode, I was playing like a bit of a noob, and a lot of you guys were pointing out that I was making a ton of mistakes in the comment section of the previous episode. A lot of you guys also mentioned that what we should try and do is make a taunt deck. And that is exactly what I've tried to do over here. And the reason that taunt is so good is because essentially, if you guys remember what taunt does, if you play a minion with taunt on the battlefield, the opponent cannot attack you directly until they get rid of that minion. And they literally have to attack that minion before they attack you. Now, I was actually looking at taunt as a wall from Magic the Gathering, and walls in Magic actually can't attack. They're only there for defensive purposes. But in Hearthstone, a minion with taunt can actually attack as well. So not only is a taunt minion preventing damage coming straight to your face, but it is also acting as an attacker. And that kind of goes straight into the strategy that we tried in the previous episode by putting creatures on the battlefield with fat buttholes and not attacking enemy minions to take them out, but rather sending the damage straight to the face of the opponent and allowing the opponent to attack our minions. And if all of our minions have taunt, or the majority of them have taunt, that means we're going to be preserving our life total as well as taking out our opponent's minions at the same time. So let's have a look at the new deck configuration that I'm going to try out in today's episode. At the 1 mana slot, we've got the Arcane Shot, which is just going to deal 2 damage to something. A good card to take out those early game creatures and just to finish off the opponent. We actually lose quite a lot of spells from the mage. We lose the Firebolt spell, which dealt 6 damage to a target. We also lose Polymorph, so we kind of need to substitute those removal spells with the new removal spell. Then we've got the tracking spell over here, which you see, which we spoke about already, and which I really like. And you guys can see that the hunter cards are actually green, and to show you that they are specific to the hunter class. I'm keeping the Elven Archer. I really like this minion. It comes into play and deals 1 damage to something. Then we've got an Acidic Swamp Ooze, which is really sweet. It's a 3/2 for 2 mana, which is good stats. And on top of that, when it comes into play, it can destroy an opponent's weapon. So this is just an efficient creature. It does something when it comes into play. It's a 3/2. It has a high damage ratio, which is really sweet. We've got our Frost Wolf Grunt over here at 2 mana also. It's a 2/2 with Taunt. We've got our trusty old River Crocolisk up in this jazz. And then at our 3 slot, we've got our Iron Fur Grizzly, which is a 3/3 with Taunt. It's also a beast, which is going to interact with the Houndmaster spell over here. Next up, we've got the Razorfen Hunter. Again, a 2/3 with the battle cry of summoning a 1/1 boar. We had this in our previous deck too. Then we've got a 1 of the Shattered Sun Cleric, which is going to give a friendly minion +1/+1. A good way to boost our early creatures into something more potent later game. We've got our Silverback Patriarch also, which again is a beast with Taunt. We've got Multi-Shot, which is our hunter specific spell. We've got this awesome Houndmaster, which is going to give a friendly beast +2/+2, an absolutely excellent card. We've also got the Sen'jin Shield Master, which we used in episode 2, I think, and this is a 3/5 with Taunt. So that's quite a tricky creature for our opponents to get through before they can attack us. And we've also got our Frostwolf Warlord, the card that gets +1/+1 for each other friendly minion on the battlefield. And obviously this is a really good card for this strategy that we are employing over here. Then we've got a 1 of Lord of the Arena, which is just a really giant ass 6/5 Taunter, and then we're rounding off our curve at 7 mana with the Stormwind Champion, giving all of our other minions +1/+1. So this deck is looking pretty sweet, guys. Cannot wait to give it a go. So without further ado, let's get back to the main menu, and we're going to be playing our very first human opponent. Oh man, I'm actually nervous. My heart is racing right now, man. Playing other humans is always really stressful for me, but let's see if we can actually do this, guys. It's time to battle! Alright, let's do this, man. I've hit the play button, and we're going to be using CyberDog Hunters for this particular game, and hopefully we're going to be match made to an opponent of similar skill levels. And how awesome is this, man? This is like a grindstone. Wait time, 12 to 19 seconds. Jeez, that is absolutely no time to wait at all. You are being matched against a player of your skill. Okay, well, let's hope so. We haven't lost a game yet. This could be the first game we lose, Cyber Diggity Dogs. So we are going to be playing Worthy Opponent, our very first human opponent in this Let's Play Hearthstone series. So we are going to be playing Jaina.
Let the hunt begin.
It looks like the name of our opponent is Pupos. Alright guys, let's have a look at what cards we've got in our hand over here. We've got the Arcane Shot, which is going to deal 2 damage, it's pretty good. We've got a 3 mana 3/2, which is pretty decent. And we've got Tracking. So you know what? I'm actually quite happy with all of these cards. On turn 1, we'll be able to play Tracking or remove one of our opponent's minions. So I'm actually not going to swap or replace any of these cards. Let's get it freaking on, baby! Damn! Oh, also Rexar hero power is 2 damage to an enemy hero, so we can slowly whittle down our opponent's life total also. Alright, so now we just picked up a 2 mana Frostwolf Grunt, which means our curve is looking pretty decent. Oh, and we can actually see our opponents shifting through their cards over there. That's very cool. Let's get this Griffin screaming at our opponent. Okay, so what are we going to do over here? I think we should probably just cast Tracking. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to cast Tracking at all. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. We only need to use Tracking when we need to find cards that we need. And right now, we don't really need to do anything. I don't have any minions that cost 1 mana. So I'm just going to pass the turn and hold onto this card. Use this card when we absolutely need it. Let's see what Pupos has to bring to the table over here. If he's got a 1 mana spell to cast. Any 1 mana creature is literally just going to bite the dust, I think. Okay, they didn't do anything on that side, which means they're probably holding a removal spell. In that case, I think we should just start playing minions. Let's just get onto the battlefield over here. I think I'm going to play this Frostwolf Grunt. I'd rather he use his removal spells on my minions than send that damage to my face. Like if he's got spells that deal damage, I'd rather he deals damage to my minions than to me. And of course, this minion has Taunt. which means that any minion that Pupos plays over there, he's going to have to attack our Frostwolf Grunt before he does anything. And all he did was deal 1 damage to us. So you know what? I'm feeling quite good about this. Just drew our Acidic Swamp Ooze also. Man, I love this card. 2 mana, 3/2 that takes out a weapon. Absolutely amazing. So we're gonna send 2 damage over to Jaya's face over there, or Jaina's face, or Pupos's face. Oh my god. Inception, man. And I think we're just gonna play. Oh god, I did it wrong again, didn't I? Oh man, I promised you guys I wasn't going to facepalm in this episode, but it looks like I am. I should have played the Shattered Sun Cleric before attacking to give my minion +1/+1 over there, but that's my bad. I think instead what I'm going to do is just send 2 damage to the enemy hero's face. No, that's actually very inefficient, guys. I'm going to play the 3/2. I'm going to pump up my grunt, and first mistake of the game. Man, I gotta remember these come into play triggers, guys. It's hard, man. It's hard to keep track of all this jazz. Anyway, guys, we're waiting for Poo-Poo over there. Let's see. Ooh, I can break some windows. I can distract him. Check it out. I'm distracting his ass. There's some dark tactics going on over here, man. What's this thing? That's really awesome. Alright, anyway, Pupos is trying to figure out what to do over there. He's going to play a Wolf Rider. 3/1. He's going to take out my minion. He better. Yeah, he's going to have to take out my minion at this stage. Alright, there he goes. Well, he's going to lose his minion, leaving us with a 3/2, which is pretty good. And let's have a look. Now we've got our 7 mana bomb over here. And let's see, we've got 4 mana, so we could just drop the Sen'jin Shieldmaster over here, which is, I think, what we're going to do. This is the maximum use of our mana over here. We have nothing to remove with Arcane Shot yet. We don't have a weapon to destroy. We don't have 7 mana for this card. We don't need to use tracking right now because we have tons of stuff in our hand to do. So I think the first thing we're going to do is send 3 damage to his face and then play our Sen'jin Shieldmaster. That means any minions that he plays with charge are going to have to come directly at this 3/5 and probably be removed. As he is the mage, I am expecting Polymorph at some point. He's on 4 mana now, so he can probably Polymorph my 3/5 right now. But that leaves us with a 3/2 on the battlefield, so I'm totally fine with that. He's only got 4 mana, so he's only going to be able to Polymorph and then pass, which means we'll be able to deal 1 damage with our 1/1 sheep anyway. And if he plays a weapon, then we're laughing, man, because we're going to be able to destroy it and get a 3/2 for our troubles. This Arcane Shot's just, hanging out in the wings. Essentially, for 3 mana, we can deal 4 damage to him, because we can deal 2 damage with Arcane Shot and 2 damage with Steady Shot over here. So for 3 mana, we can deal 4 damage, which is pretty good. But old Pupos is on 25 over there, so we still got quite a long way to go in this battle to get his butthole down to 0. He is the mage, though, so he's not going to be gaining any life, unless he's got some minions that gain life. Come on, bro! Alright. 2/7 Oasis Snapjaw. That's not too bad. It's a 2/7. Which is, that's pretty beastly. And we don't have any polymorph spells or anything like that, so... Let's see, what we could do, I don't want to lose my 3/2, right? So we could attack the Snapjaw for 3, taking this thing down to 4, and then get rid of it with... Well, we can't actually get rid of it with anything. I think what we're going to do is cast Tracking at this stage to see if we can pick up a spell to help us deal with this Oasis Snapjaw. So let's play Trapping right now. Alright. So, we've got our Frostwolf Warlord, which is pretty freaking good. We've also got this Ironfur Grizzly over here. And you know what I'm thinking? We've got 4 mana left. I'm thinking we play Ironfur Grizzly and Arcane Shot at his face, attack him with both of our minions, play Ironfur Grizzly and Arcane Shot, and leave our minions in play. Alright, that's what we're going to do. Attack his face, deal him 2 damage, and end the turn. Alright, so Pupos took a butt ton of damage over there. He's facing a 3/2, a 3/5, and a 3/3. 2 taunt creatures, so his Snapjaw is going to have to come at one of these, which means our 3/2 is safe from the Snapjaw. And the Snapjaw can't actually kill any of our minions at the moment without Pupos using his hero ability, dealing 1 damage or a spell in his hand. But I'm feeling pretty good here, man. I'm feeling pretty good. We're going to have 6 mana next turn, which means we could play both our Acidic Swamp Oozes and a Steady Shot. And I think I'm just going to run the Acidic Swamp Oozes out, even though he doesn't have a weapon. I don't even know if a mage can have a weapon or not. Alright, there we go. So he's played his Nightblade, dealing 3 damage straight to me. But we're winning the race right here, right? We're still on 26. He's on 17. We're going to attack him for 9 this turn. Alright, let's see. How far down can we actually get him over here? 3, 6, 9. We can deal 11 damage to him right now, which seems pretty decent. But I think the best thing to do over here, guys, is going to be to send damage straight to his face. Let's hit him for 9 damage. And then let's drop our Sen'jin Shieldmaster, another 3/5, and let's play one of our Acidic Swamp Oozes. So, I mean, we've just clogged up the battlefield right here, right? Even with his 2/4 and his 4/4, he's only going to be able to take out... Well, he's only going to be able to take out 1 minion if he only attacks. So his Nightblade could take out one of our minions. His Snapjaw and a spell could take out another. But that's still going to leave us with at least 3 minions on the battlefield. 2 damage in our hero power. Also, if we have a ton of minions on the battlefield next turn at 7 mana, we're going to be able to drop our Stormwind Champion, pumping all of them up by 1+1+1, which will definitely be game, right? Like, that'll definitely just be GG's. So here we go, man. This is the deciding turn. Pupos has to deal with at least 3 of our minions right now, I would say.
Handle it.
Okay, all right. He's turning the tide over here. This is getting tight now. Looks like he is going to be able to deal with 3 of our minions. He's going to be able to take out all 3 of our taunt minions here. It still might not be enough, though. Oh, he's coming to the face. Oh, no, there he goes.
What to do?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense, to take out the taunts. Alright. Well, yes, he couldn't attack with the raid leader, obviously. Well, he's just dead, right? That's it. GG's. He's on 8. He's going to take 9 to the face. And we won our first freaking game.
Push forward.
Take 9 to the face, butthole. Bam! Victory. I took Pupos down to Chinatown, baby. Oh, that is epic. Oh, man. Awesome. Well, this deck is definitely way better than the mage deck, in my opinion. I love the fact that we have a couple of spells that can manipulate our library. I love the fact that all of our creatures have taunt. Well, a lot of them have taunt, which means our life total is safe for the majority of the time. Also, our taunt creatures deal a lot of damage, so when they do get attacked by our opponent's minions, those minions get taken out, man. Like they take serious damage, which is epic. I'm loving this deck. I think we're onto something here, guys. And we just achieved first blood, which means we just picked up an expert pack, which is absolutely epic. I'm assuming that is a booster pack, man. But you know what, guys? I'm going to save that booster pack for the next episode. And we're going to crack that shiny, fresh booster. Hopefully, we're going to get some sweet-ass rares or even just some sweet-ass cards in there. And we will be continuing to try to take out the next hero in the practice mode, which I can't remember exactly what the next one is. What is it? It's a warlord or a warlock or something like that, but who knows, man. We're going to be saving that for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. If you enjoyed that PvP battle, our very first one in Hearthstone, leave me a like. And Pupos, GG, my friend, thank you very much for playing me if you're watching this video. This has been ReNDoG playing Hearthstone, guys, and we will see you in the next episode. Man, I can't wait. Goodbye, everybody!